Okay.
Hi, today we're in our Tacoma warehouse with Pacific Crest Building Products. We're here to show you how to install and assemble our new reversible jamb system. The door, when you receive it, will come completely machined for you. So the hinge routes are all done for you. You can see the screw holes are already drilled for you. The strike and doors already done for you. So all you have to do is assemble the jamb with the door and then do your normal installation. At this point, I'm going to turn it over to Warren, my warehouse manager.
Before we get started for the assembly of our door here, we're going to go ahead and check the width of our opening and the height. And we want to go ahead and make sure the width is 2 inches over the width of our door, which we're doing a 36-inch door, so we want a minimum of 2 inches over 38 inches for our width. And for our height, since our door is 80 inches, we want to be 2.5 inches over in height. So we want a minimum of 82.5 inches, which we have here. Before we start, we're going to make sure we have a drill gun, Phillips bit, and a tape measure, and a level just to check our opening, make sure everything's good to go before we get started. Once you have the door, we're going to go ahead and put it towards the opening, and we're going to stand on the side that we want the door to swing towards us. So in this application, I'm going to go ahead and position the door with the hinges over here to the right and the knob to the left, because I want the door to swing out this way here, which would make it a left-hand hinge door as it swings towards me. Since this is how I want, what I'm going to do now is apply the hinges. So I'm going to just set it to the side, lean it against the wall or whatever. Now we'll go ahead and apply our hinges. As we take the hinge, you'll notice a square side and one with a round mortise side, which will go into the door. We're going to go ahead and apply the hinge to the door where the hinge sticks out towards you in the pre-drilled holes that line up. The door should just be, the hinge will be flush with the back side of the door here, and we'll apply the other 2 screws in the pre-drilled holes. And we'll go ahead and do this for the other 2 hinges. Again, keeping the hinge out towards you. Are installed. Now we'll clear an area. If you have some sawhorses you want to lay down, you can lay the door down. Now that we have the hinges placed on the door, we're going to go ahead and grab the door. I'm going to lay it on a set of workbenches here, which makes it easier. Lay it down where the hinges go towards the floor. Now we'll go ahead and grab our leg here with the hinge dados in it. And we're going to go ahead and bring this over here and line it up with the hinge and make sure we have the correct everything lines up for our deal. If you have it correct, you also have the pre-drilled holes here towards the top of the door. Here's the top of the door, here's our pre-drilled. And that should all line up. And all of our hinges should line up here with the door. So we'll go ahead and set it like this. And we'll go ahead and grab our screws for attaching the jamb to the actual door. Now we'll go ahead and take the jamb and we'll hold it this way. If you place one screw here on your screw gun, you just bring this underneath here. Make sure you have all hinges to the back side. Just slide it in the middle one. Place one screw, it should hang there with that. Then we'll go ahead and fasten the other two hinges into place. Now we'll go ahead and place in all the other screws into the holes now that we have the jamb in place. Now we have our jamb leg attached here. Now we'll go ahead and grab our other two jambs, our other two pieces of the jamb, our head piece, and our strike piece. Again, we're going to look at it and make sure our strike lines up with the hole of the door. Also, the top of the door will also have our screw holes here, our pre-drilled holes, where the jamb head piece is going to attach to the leg here. Now we'll go ahead and install our head jamb and our strike leg here, and we'll just make sure everything lines up. On the head jamb, you want to make sure this smaller, you'll see a smaller portion here and a larger portion. You want to make sure as you line them up with your jamb on your strike side that those line up so that the stop here goes all the way around. If you have it upside down, it doesn't line up. So you want to make sure you have the correct stop. So we'll go ahead and do it here, make sure everything lines up. And now we'll go ahead and install the 3 screws on the side here. Just barely bring that through and you can line it up with your middle hole. Screw these together. You want to adjust your clutch on your screw gun here. Make sure you have it set to where you're not going to strip the screws out into the wood. And you can adjust accordingly to give it a little more or a little less. Now we'll go ahead and slide this over and we will install our latch side. Again, with the latch being down to the door like this, we want to make sure that the latch lines up with our bore hole here. Also, you're going to make sure you have your pre-drilled holes towards the top. So place that down there and we'll go ahead and install the same 3 screws through the head. Okay, now the door's together, we can go ahead and move it from here to our opening for installation.